Welcome tonight to Northwest Cal Nevada Teen Challenge presenting the Inside Story. And if you're watching right now, that means that you've logged on early and you've got us. Here we are. We're going to walk you through about the next 15 minutes. And I've got to tell you, I'm excited for tonight's event.
I'm pretty excited too.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. We got Matthew West. Story of hope that he's bringing. We've got the choir. What else do we have?
We have testimonies, the greatest part of the event, people sharing their stories of what God has done and how Teen Challenge has influenced that transformation.
And you know what I'm really excited about? The watch parties. We've got people all across, not just Northern California and Nevada, we have people across the country that are logging in tonight, and they've got watch parties going on in their home. And of course, it's different for everybody. Some people can have a couple people over, while other states are a little bit more locked down and you can't. But those that were able to, we're super excited that you're on here with us tonight. This is gonna be a fun evening.
Yes, so exciting. Why don't you tell us about the event page just in case people are looking at it, but they're not really quite sure what to do yet?
Yeah, most of you are probably already watching from our event page. And so if you go to www.teenchallenge.net/inside-story, that is where the event page is taking place. And from there, you can register. We've got our donation button for easy giving. We have a bid button on there, and we're really excited tonight because we have some fantastic items that are going to be on online auction tonight.
We do. We have so many different things from hotel stays all over California and in Nevada. We have golf packages. We have restaurants. Anything you could probably think of. I'm sure we have an item that you could bid on tonight.
I'm always excited to see the vacations and staycations because it always seems like we put together really good packages. If you want to stay home, there's an option there. If you want to get away, there's options there too.
Yes, our team does a great job. And do you hear some stuff going on? I think there's a lot of people getting ready for tonight's event.
There are. We're busy around here just trying to get things set up and looking good. This is the first time we've ever done a virtual gala, so we're really we're trying to figure this out on the spot. So this is what we're doing tonight.
Well, we want to know. He says gala. I say gala. What do you say?
Yeah,
you know, we've gone back and forth for months now trying to figure this out, and I'm not sure. So we want to know.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of interactive parts tonight. One of those parts is that at the bottom of your screen, you're going to see some scrolling messages as we go through the evening. One of those messages is our hotline that is taking place right now. That number will pop up for you, 888-339-3193. And the reason why we're putting that number up for you is because we want to make sure that even though this is a fundraising effort and we're going to present the Ministry of Teen Challenge, if you or someone you know has a loved one in need of the services of Teen Challenge, please give us a call.
Absolutely. I think we should probably call up a few people, don't you?
I think we should.
Yeah. The setup of events, I mean, that's one of the most exciting things. That's something we look forward to, and we want to get some other people's opinions.
Yeah.
Let's call Jessica.
Oh, hey, Jessica.
Hey.
Come on up here. I'll let you have our mic, and Carrie's going to ask you a quick question.
Okay. Hey, Carrie. Hey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So, what are just your thoughts and feelings about tonight's event?
I'm really excited and looking forward to tonight. You know, we're almost done with setup here, and tonight's going to be a great night.
All right. Thank you.
It is exciting. And like I said, it's new. Normally, we would be setting up somewhere around 60 tables, putting down tablecloths, setting all the centerpieces. And so to walk into a room where we're not full of tables and chairs, it's different.
Very different.
But the energy in here is exciting as the choir was getting ready to practice and just doing their thing. The energy level just started to rise in this room. And I
know someone who has some energy, so let's call her over here. Tanika. Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
So tonight, I want you to share with us, you've been at a previous event, and you know how that goes, but what's different about tonight? What are you excited about?
I'm most excited about the energy. Like, it's just, we're going to be reaching so many more people this year, and we're all nervous, and just to be on the screen and just seeing having the world see us. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We're excited too. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good evening.
Oh, it looks like we have some silent auction. Oh, it's not silent auction. See, so many things are different. Online auction.
Yep.
Daniela, what do you have there?
Gift basket, a Starbucks gift basket, and with a cup, an instant coffee, and we have lots of other really good gift baskets that are put together beautifully. So we're super excited that we can still put stuff together and still have the event even though everyone can't be together. So
Awesome.
it's going to be great.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
And the basket looks beautiful. Look at that bow. Woo! Our team is so talented.
This is what you're used to seeing at our events, and it's still available. Like I said, on the event page, you can click that bid button and see all of those items. So that's all still available tonight.
Oh, I hear the choir.
I do
That's
hear
my
the choir.
most favorite part of our events. That is actually how I was introduced to Teen Challenge as a child. An adolescent center used to come into my church once a year and share their story, share their songs, share their testimonies. So we're actually going to call someone up from the choir, and we're going to see how they're doing. James, come here. We want to talk to you.
You know, 20 years ago, I was that adolescent kid standing on stage singing.
So, you have a solo tonight.
I do.
How are you feeling?
A little nervous, but excited.
Okay, you're nervous and excited. Would you be more nervous if there was a live audience, or would you prefer the video camera?
Definitely live audience.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I tend to agree, but we're still pretty excited about this new adventure we are on tonight. So thank you.
Yeah,
Go
no
back
problem.
to practicing.
And we miss our live audience, by the way, but the exciting part about tonight is we know that we're reaching so many more people than we've ever been able to reach in a single room. So while we miss you guys showing up and sharing in that energy, we definitely are excited about the number of people that are going to be watching tonight. We're still just a few minutes away from
We
this
are
thing
just a few
kicking
minutes
off.
away, but one thing I'm excited about, I have tons of family that aren't in this area of the country. They're from Indiana or some other places, Georgia. So I'm just excited that they have the opportunity to get together with their friends and other people that I've grown up with that love what we do, but really can't be a part of it because they do live so far away. So this is perfect for them. So
Yeah.
excited.
So you might be tuning in right now from Facebook. And if you're tuning in from Facebook right now, I want to encourage you, switch over to our event page. That is at teenchallenge.net/inside-story. And from that page, it's going to be completely interactive tonight. You'll be able to register. That's the very first thing we want you guys to do. Click that registration button. Let us know that you're on with us and that you're watching. This is the exciting part, to see so many people coming together.
And
So
we want to
click
connect
that.
with you.
We do. Click
Yes.
that registration button. And from that page, you're actually going to see the event taking place on that page, and you won't have to leave that page to use some of the other features that are available. On that page, you'll be able to give tonight. You'll also be able to access our online auction. You'll be able to share, as a matter of fact. You'll be able to click, even right now, if you're on that page already, click that button that says Facebook, and it'll allow you to share the event right from there. Or you can tweet that out. We want to get the word out that Teen Challenge has a fantastic event going on tonight.
Hey, we also just wanted to take a minute to thank our sponsors because
Yes.
even though this, again, is a completely new event, we still have sponsors that have partnered with us and make something like this possible. So thank you so much.
Teen Challenge continues to be a community-funded program, and without our sponsors, we can't do what we do. It is vital that you guys come alongside us and really allow our students to come into the program and get the services that they desperately need. And so we're really excited to have so many wonderful sponsors on board with us tonight. Thank you so much.
So something I'm really excited about are those watch parties.
Yeah.
I just think it's an amazing idea, an amazing way to get together and to watch tonight's event. You should have received popcorn bags and coasters. And there's also response devices there. And in those response devices, it gives you a way to connect with us through your giving. It has different ways you can give. And it just tells you what you're giving towards. And ultimately, it's going towards changed lives.
Yep, and we even have a text to give option. If you text STORY to 41444, that's 3 4s at the end, 41444, text STORY, and you'll get a message that prompts you with some options there right on your cell phone.
And with so many things being virtual, maybe tonight you just want to talk to someone. So we have a few people that are going to be available at our office. The number there is 888-339-3193. So go ahead and give us a call. You can give that way also. All right, so our auction looks a little bit different tonight.
It does, but I'm still really excited about it.
Super excited because our team does an amazing job of putting things together for you to bid on.
Yeah, so tonight we've got some really incredible vacation packages, or if you're from that area and you like a good staycation, we've got some hotels packaged with dinners and just some really exciting things for you to check out.
There are literally things all over the place.
Yeah.
We have things in Southern California and Northern California. We have things in Reno. We have things in Las Vegas. We even have things in rural Nevada.
Yep. And if you're like me and you like some of those, stay at home and play a game with the family type things, we've got a lot of family packages too, where there's games and some different activities for you and the kids, some kids outings. So there's going to be a lot of really exciting things to choose from tonight. So get on that bid page. There you're going to see a button that says bid. Click that. It'll take you right over to the auction and you'll be able to see all those really exciting items.
Yes, and keep checking that page because it's going to be open throughout the weekend. So you have so many chances to go back and look at things, talk to people, figure out what maybe someone would like for Christmas.
Yep, that is just around the corner. So, get on there and check it out. Click that bid button, and all of that goes to support Teen Challenge. We've had so many great partners come alongside us so that we could make this online auction available to you guys. So all of this goes to benefit Teen Challenge.
All right, so it looks like the room is getting cleared out. That must mean we are getting closer to
Moments
the
away.
event. So are we ready for the inside story?
I'm not ready. I need to put on my jacket.
All right, well, let's get that.
All right.
We'll see you there.
Welcome to the Inside Story virtual gala hosted by Teen Challenge Norwest Cal Nevada. Usually by this time of the year, you would have already attended one of our 8 silent auction and banquets hosted by several of our centers. However, as we all know, this year, large gatherings like that are just not possible.
In March of 2020, our world changed drastically. All of our 10 programs and many community-funded programs just like us had income streams come to a screeching halt. Yet, we're an essential business. Lives are still at stake. And so we need to be creative and innovative and come up with new ways to help continue the work of Teen Challenge. So tonight we're going to be coming from Teen Challenge to your home with our friends, our family, and the supporters of you who have helped Teen Challenge do the work.
This evening is hosted by 10 of our centers. They're located throughout Northern California and Nevada. Those centers are San Jose, Oakland, Sacramento, Redding, Yuba City, Reno, Las Vegas, and Central Nevada.
Tonight, you're going to hear from a special friend, Matthew West. He's going to bring a message of hope. And you're also going to hear from Teen Challenge graduates and students with their testimony. And you'll also be able to see the Teen Challenge choir, and you'll hear about all the abundant blessings that have been poured out on Teen Challenge during this time. And now, I'd like to welcome our CEO and CDO, Dr. Randy and Dana Rowe.
Well, thank you so much, Jared and Kelly, for introducing our program tonight. We're here with you for the inside story, and we're excited to be able to share this with you.
Tonight is going to be a great evening. We are super excited to be here. This is our first ever virtual gala event.
Well, it kind of has to be because we can't even do these things live right now.
That's true. We can't do them in person, but you know what we've learned with the amazing team that we have? They have put together this great event tonight, and you guys are going to be so impressed. We have a great choir. We have amazing testimonies of lives that are transformed, and you will hear all about Teen Challenge and the exciting things that are happening.
Well, you know, most of you as our partners know that we run residential programs. We have programs for men. We have programs for women. Women with children. We actually have a family center. The whole family unit can come into Teen Challenge. And then I think one of the nice things is that we have a teen center, both for boys and girls in separate locations.
Yeah, we can take pregnant women too.
That is true.
The whole family. We've got all the bases covered when it comes to recovery. Since March, things have been incredibly different.
Really different.
So we have had a lot of different challenges that we faced. We started to realize immediately, like, what are we going to do financially? Because there was nothing that we could do in person from the majority of the things that we do.
We really think that probably things will be different from here on out. But the truth is, I think we've discovered different ways of reaching out to you, our partners. So tonight, we're going to hear more about the inside story of Teen Challenge.
Hello, my name's Holly. I'm 36 years old.
Hi, my name is Brandon. I'm 36 years old.
Hi, my name is Christina. I'm 29 years old.
My name is Isaiah Tyran. I'm 24 years old.
Hello, my name's Haley.
My name is Donald.
My name is Tanika. I'm 46 years old.
Hello, my name is Christopher, and I'm 17 years old.
My name is Daniela, and I'm 35.
My name is Tyler, and I'm 38 years old.
So my name is James. I'm 31 years old.
Started experimenting with hallucinogenics, cocaine. I used to have big Slurpee cups at school filled with rum.
I started drinking a lot, dabbling with marijuana and some other drugs occasionally.
Every day that I woke up, I knew that there was a hole and I couldn't figure out how to fill it.
I started smoking weed, and then I got introduced to painkillers. And when I was doing that, I kind of escaped reality.
Well, when I got molested, I was 6, and I felt like being 6, nobody would really understand me or understand what I had to say.
I started experimenting with drugs and alcohol when I got into high school, and eventually that led to a heroin and meth addiction.
I started getting in trouble. A couple years later, I was introduced to heroin by an uncle, and I started using pretty heavily I was a full-fledged addict by the time I was 14 or 15.
Everybody in our family had looked to us as kind of like the ideal couple. So it was really embarrassing when everything was falling apart. I was doing my best to try to hold it together and hide it.
I think around 3rd grade is when I started to notice something was a little off about me, and it was my anxiety.
I started using drugs when I was about 14 or 15 years old.
So I started using pot at about age of 6, and then I started using harder drugs at 9.
When I lived with my parents and all the abuse was taking place, I was between the ages of 4 and 7. I had my 6th birthday in the hospital. I had so much internal bleeding from being beaten that I had kidney surgery.
I ended up meeting a guy at a bar, and he put a gun to my head and told me that I was gonna do whatever he wanted me to do that night.
So, I started doing a little more and a little more.
I didn't want to live anymore.
And I kind of distanced myself from my family. I was embarrassed of the things I was doing with heroin.
That alone feeling was like I had a hole in my heart. Like something was missing in my life, but I just couldn't figure out what it was.
I made a horrible decision to put my hands on this man, and he ended up in the hospital and later died, and that turned into the longest incarceration of my life.
Inside, I was tore up, and so I turned to what I knew, which is drinking.
Started using drugs to cope with the anxiety that I was feeling.
The things that I couldn't afford or the things my parents couldn't afford, I started stealing them to get them. And drugs and stealing went hand in hand, and it became a habit.
Went all the way through high school just being a normal high school kid on the outside, but secretly I was doing drugs, a lot of drugs, and that my friends at school weren't doing, and I hid it from everybody all the time.
Fell into a deep depression, was brought into the deepest spiral of drugs, gangs, and in and out of jails ever since I was 17.
And then, things got bad. I started losing jobs.
And I lost my job.
I lost houses,
friends,
jobs, 2 cars and a beautiful home.
Cars.
My house.
I started losing everything.
Relationships.
Everything I own.
Custody of my daughter.
Houses, cars.
Custody of our son.
Everything that meant anything to me.
Why you ever chose me has always been a mystery. All my life I've been told I belong at the end of the line.
With all the other not quite, with all the never get it right. But it turns out they're the ones you were looking for all this time.
I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody all about somebody who saved my soul. Ever since you rescued me, you gave my heart a song to sing. I'm living for the world to see, nobody but Jesus. I'm living for the world to see, nobody but Jesus.
Moses had stage fright, and David brought a rock to a sword fight. You picked 12 outsiders nobody would have chosen, and you changed the world.
Well, the moral of the story is everybody's got a purpose. So when I hear that devil start talking to me saying, who do you think you are? I say,
I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody all about somebody who saved my soul. Ever since you rescued me, you gave my heart a song to sing. I'm living for the world to see, nobody but Jesus. I'm living for the world to see, nobody but Jesus. Let me go down, down, down in history. for the world to see. Nobody but Jesus. Yeah. I'm just a nobody. Trying to tell everybody all about somebody who saved my soul. Ever since you rescued me, you gave my heart a song to sing. I'm living for the world to see. Nobody but Jesus. I'm living for the world to see. Nobody but Jesus. I'm living for the world to see. Nobody but Jesus.
Life was good for Rebecca growing up. This was your typical all-American family.
She's the middle of 3 children. She is the youngest daughter. All 3 children brought up in the same environment with the same opportunities, same lifestyle.
Her mom Deanna remembers vividly how smart Rebecca was as a young child.
So she was always just, self-motivated, smart, maybe a little too smart for her britches at times.
It's easy to see that Rebecca has always been close with her siblings.
I'm just kidding.
But things weren't always so fun and happy.
So I started experimenting with drinking and weed and just pills and stuff at probably in middle school.
When she was a young teenager, that's when the anxiety started showing itself. So she would do sports and would excel in sports, but eventually the anxiety would kind of take over where she couldn't do it anymore just because she would be afraid she'd be sick or whatever.
Just through time, I kind of realized that pills made me feel a lot better.
We had no idea that she had a drug problem.
There were times I walked in on her nodding off and she would just pop right up and be like, oh no, I'm just sleepy.
I just kind of was buying more and more pills because I just felt better. I felt like I could do everything better.
We knew something was seriously wrong because we could just tell from her behavior, but we would do home drug tests and they would all come back negative, so we were just so baffled.
And then I was introduced to heroin.
She was drowning for a long time.
I couldn't stop no matter what I did.
It's like a career in manipulation.
One day I was at my parents' house getting ready to go work, and there was a knock on the door. Hi, and I looked outside and there was 2 cops there.
They arrested her for stealing, and then she spent 5 days in jail.
I had a good job. I had a good boyfriend. I had a house. I had everything I thought I wanted, but on the other side, I was fully addicted to heroin, and I couldn't. I just always felt like there was just something missing.
When she was arrested, and she was telling me, I'd heard many times, don't worry, I'll pay you back. But I told her, no, this is what I told you. This is where you are. Now you're going to have to make your peace with it, figure out how you want to proceed, because I won't bail you out again. And we did not.
Told me that the day before at church, 50 people had all prayed for me. And normally that would have just irritated me.
Jail was the best option for her because God got her attention, and that's what really matters.
So she started to tell me about Teen Challenge again, and I just stopped her. I'm like, you don't have to sell it to me. I will go anywhere.
The Becca we have now is the Becca that we had as a young teenager. There's been a tremendous change after the year of Teen Challenge.
I would say probably the last 5 years before she was at Teen Challenge, she was argumentative. You could hardly say anything without her interrupting you.
She's funny. She, like my parents said, you can actually have a conversation with her now, and she's not interrupting you, and she's not talking a mile a minute. She's enjoyable.
It's crazy because I still feel like myself. I was always worried that if I got rid of drugs or whatever, that people were gonna expect me to be a different person. And I still feel like myself. I just feel so good.
There's a calmness. There's a more peaceful feeling.
Even though she grew up in the church, she was never interested. And so now it's just like, wow, we can have conversations about who God is and what Jesus has done for her, and even just parables in the Bible that are kind of relevant.
God has like restored my family, my friends, myself to me. Things that I would have never prayed for. I mean, he just knows and he does it.
It's kind of hard to give advice to other parents, but I would say get as many prayer warriors as you can.
Finding people that you trust, and in my life, Christian people who will help you through it in a God-loving way. And you have to have people that you can speak with, and people you can be honest with.
She's funny, and she's sarcastic, and she's smart, and she's, you know, she talks about how God's helped her, and it's just, she's like her old self, but a newer, better version of her old self.
Well, you've just heard an amazing inside story of a family, Rebecca's family. And what you noticed there was that the whole family was there in support of this. But what was maybe not quite so clear is how important our partners were in this inside story. Those people that give to make this opportunity possible.
Yeah, so Rebecca is one of the amazing young ladies that come through our program. As we talked about before, we have men, women, teens, families. Every single life is just as important as the next life. So we were very excited to find out that Rebecca's family was willing and just said, yes, we'd love to do that, to be videotaped when we asked them.
They just really wanted to support Rebecca, I think, in her inside story.
So when she gave her testimony and shared her story, then they were able to share, the parents and the siblings, about what that was like to be around somebody that's walking through their addiction and the pain that they were feeling and the struggle, because they love Rebecca. And we know that there's lots of people out there that are going through the same things. And because you, our donors, are so caring and so compassionate, and you want hope to be given to all these people that come through our doors, we want to thank you, because you're very much a part of Rebecca's inside story.
Well, hello everybody, it's Matthew West here. I'm coming to you from my home studio in Nashville, Tennessee. I just wanted to take a moment to send a special message of encouragement to all of my friends at Teen Challenge. Boy, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so inspired by the work of Teen Challenge, even more so by the brave men and women who go through this incredible Christian recovery program, daring to believe that the future can be better than the past, that God doesn't give up on us, and that God's in the business of stepping into the broken places of our lives and bringing about a powerful work of healing. I've been connected with Teen Challenge for many years now. Songs of mine like, hello, my name is Child of the One True King. Songs like, oh, I'm living proof, grace wins every time. Those are actually inspired by Teen Challenge graduates. How cool is that? And guess what? There's a reason why those songs are written as victory anthems. Because I've seen in my travels, as I've visited Teen Challenges, as I've visited the men and women or had them come to my concerts, I've heard one victory story after the other. And I'm believing that many more victory stories are going to come from the work of Teen Challenge. So just thought I'd encourage you with this song today. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13 is the reminder that we cannot make it through the struggles, the hurts and the habits and the hang-ups of our lives without help. We can't do it on our own. And when we try to make it on our own, that's when we get ourselves in trouble. Anybody know what I'm talking about? That's my story. And so I want to encourage you where a true source of strength is found. It goes like this. I know I'm not strong enough to be everything I'm supposed to be. I give up. I'm not strong enough, no. Hands of mercy, won't you cover me, Lord, right now? I'm asking you to be strong enough. Be strong enough, because I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, yeah. And I don't have to be strong enough, strong enough. I'll sing that again. Lord, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And I don't have to be strong enough, 'cause I know you're strong enough. Amen. I hope you believe that. I know God is strong enough to bring Teen Challenge through to many more victorious years, impacting many lives for many years to come, letting people one by one know that God can reach down, pick them up where they are, and they don't have to stay there. They are children of the one true King indeed. God bless you all.
Went to jail. I surrendered my drugs. They took my car. Every last thing that I owned got taken from me that day. And my dad, by the grace of God, came to visit me. I was so happy. I didn't even care what he was saying. And he said, "Honey, I heard about this program called Teen Challenge. Would you be willing to try it out?" And I was like, "I don't even care." I was like, "Anything, sure, I'm ready." Like, and I had been to 6 recovery programs at this time. This would be my 7th one. And I was like, "Dad, I need something good."
You know, I told myself that, you know, I really need to change and I need to do something because I have a child that needs me.
And it was a chaplain in Siskiyou County Jail who said, "I know that you look like you don't care. You act like you don't care. You're so angry and you're so hurt. And I want you to know that there is somebody who loves you, that there is somebody who cares, and there is somebody that has great, great plans for you."
When I came to Teen Challenge, I didn't really want to be here when I first came in. I still wanted to go get high, go hang out, and so I was just self-isolating myself, I guess.
The reality of being an adolescent in a program, I'm just gonna be honest with you, it wasn't easy at all. I was angry, I was upset, I was hurt, I was broken. But a little part of me was also grateful.
Our pastors and my family who know of Teen Challenge did some research and they found the family center, and we were able to come in as a family unit, myself, my husband, and our son.
My brother found Teen Challenge and he was like, "Sis, you gotta do this. It's a year program." He's like, "But the devil done got a hold of you and he can't have you." He's like, "We're gonna fight him together."
I knew I couldn't do it on my own. I knew I needed something else to help me through it, and sure enough, that was God. I didn't really know that at the time.
I was using drugs, and I missed my daughter's high school graduation because of it, and we were having a baby, and I couldn't stay sober, and running from the law state to state, and just being away from everything, and knowing that I'm not doing anything to better myself, just going deeper and deeper into my addiction.
I used drugs for 25 years before that, and I don't think I ever would have stopped unless I came here.
It was a challenge to even just stay out of jail for long. For a while, it seemed like that's what my life was going to end up being.
It's been an amazing experience. It's definitely been one of the hardest things I think I'll ever do in my life, but definitely the most rewarding thing and the most important thing that I've ever done in my life. It saved my life. God answered my prayer and brought me here to this place and saved my life.
I've completed the Teen Challenge program, and I'm currently in the re-entry program and in the process of getting my child back from child services. I just want to share my story to give people hope that, you know, if someone simple like me can do an amazing thing, then so can you.
Since I've been here in Teen Challenge, my relationship with my family has improved. My relationship with God has gotten so much stronger through daily reading His Word and meditating on it and applying it to my life.
Never had a relationship with God before, never went to church, and if I did go to church, never paid attention. But now, everything I've learned these last 17 months, I'm thankful for everything, the program, the church, and my relationship with God.
I've let go of a lot of my pride. I can now say that I accept my responsibilities as a person, and just being here is really helping me prepare for what it's going to be like in the real world.
We've been here 10 months now. We're about to complete, and it's something that I never thought that I would be able to do. God's doing a total restoration on us. We're even starting to get restoration with our daughter Hope, who's 12.
For my kids, I did it for my kids, but I realized that I had to do it for me too. I don't even know how to put into words how my life has changed.
I'm no longer this anxious kid that I was. And since that point, you know, I've grown a ton, and I can see myself having a future as an EMT and just going somewhere in life where I thought I wasn't going to before.
I'm grateful and I'm thankful for second and third chances. This place has provided a second and a third chance, not only to restore our marriage, but to raise our kids and to instill, you know, instill discipline. And this place has done a lot in a short amount of time.
Like every time I had to deal with a situation, I would either have a drink or use drugs, or I was just constantly using something to be able to cope with the situation. And now I can deal with situations with a clear mind, and yeah.
What I've learned since being here is to put God first, and even in my bad days, no matter what, everything I do now is just try to bring glory to His name and really just walk in Christ.
If I told you my story, you would hear hope that wouldn't let go.
And if I told you my story, you would hear love that never gave up.
And if I told you my story, you would hear life, but it wasn't mine. If I should speak, then let it be of the grace that is greater than all my sins, of when justice was served, where mercy wins, of the kindness of Jesus that draws me in. Oh, to tell you my story is to tell of Him.
If I told you my story, you would hear victory over the enemy.
And if I told you my story, you would hear freedom that was won for me.
And if I told you my story, you would hear life overcome the grave.
If I should speak, then let it be of the grace that is greater than all my sins, of when justice was served and where mercy wins, of the kindness of Jesus that draws me in. Oh, to tell you my story is to tell of
This is my story. This is my song, praising my Savior all the day long.
Hello, my friends. Dr. Huddleston here. I have been involved with Teen Challenge for way over 30 years, and it is my privilege today to challenge you for the next few minutes. Let me begin with a story. When I was a youth pastor, there was a young lady that was being sentenced to the youth authority for, I don't remember what she had done, but I also knew that she had a drug problem. And so I called our Teen Challenge Center, I got some information, and I asked her attorney, could I come to the courthouse in Solano County and make some comments? And he says, sure. So I get to the courthouse, and before they sentenced her, the attorney said, we have a pastor here that would like to make some comments. And so I went up, and all I did was tell the statistics of what happens to a life that finishes this program. When I was done, the judge looked out at the audience, looked at the attorney, looked at the prosecutor, and he says, you know, if what this pastor has said is true, then I don't need to send this young lady to the youth authority. I need to send her to Teen Challenge. And he did, and she is still living a drug-free life. You see, Teen Challenge, as all of you already know, it speaks for itself. I didn't have to say a thing. I didn't have to try to put God in the thing as far as preaching a sermon. I just said, Your Honor, here are the facts. So to you today, here are the facts. We are needing to raise over $300,000. $300,000. I'm truly believing that God is going to exceed that amount. I'm asking each and every one of you that are listening to me right now, that you would make a contribution to help us. Dana and Randy Rowe are the directors, and they are doing an extreme job, an extremely good job. I don't know how they do what they do. I know that they have a great love for the people that they work with, a great love for the Lord, and they appreciate deeply everything that you have done in the past. And in advance, we appreciate, along with them, what you're going to do now. So at the end of this video, there's going to be some ways that you can contribute. And I am looking forward to you joining my wife, Linda, and I in supporting Teen Challenge. May the blessing of God rest upon you as you reach out and bless those in the Bible that are considered the least of these. God bless you.
This is for the busted hearts. This is for the question marks. This is for the outcast soul, lost control, no one knows. Sing it for the can't go back. Sing it for the broken past. Sing it for the just found out life is now upside down. If you're looking for hope tonight, raise your hand. with our differences. Together we are bolder, braver, stronger.
Hello, we are Steve and Sophia Gonzalez, directors of Alum Rock Women and Children's Center and the Asbury Family Center, and we want to thank you for your support.
And tonight's lucky raffle winner is...
Hi, my name is Alan Durfelt, the director of the East Bay Teen Challenge. I just want to say thank you for your partnership. And tonight's raffle winner is...
Hi, we're David and Carrie Davis. We are the directors at the Las Vegas Men's Center.
And tonight we just want to say thank you for your investment in our centers.
And tonight's lucky winner is...
Hi, we are Jared and Kelly Rowe, directors of the Reno Sparks Adults and Boys Center. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
And the winner of the raffle tonight is...
Hello, I'm Daniel Zakarchuk. I'm the director of Alpha Hansen Men's Center and Sacramento Reentry Center. On behalf of our students, I want to say thank you. And today, lucky winner is...
Hi, my name is Jackie and I'm the director at the Happy Valley Women and Children's Center. We want to thank you for your involvement and volunteerism. Tonight, our lucky winner is...
Hello, we are Jeff and Kim LeCoq, the directors of the Teen Challenge Adolescent Girls Center. We appreciate your prayers.
And tonight's raffle winner is...
Hi, I'm Jessica and I'm the development assistant, and tonight I'll be drawing for Twin Rivers.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Teen Challenge would not exist without great supporters and donors like you who have been very, very generous to Teen Challenge throughout the years, which has enabled them to do what they do so well. If you gave tonight, maybe you would like to connect a little further with the ministry of Teen Challenge, and I would invite you to invite the Teen Challenge website to connect to a local center to find out how you might be able to get involved on the local level. Tonight you might be watching as a former student or a graduate, or maybe just a long time or new supporter of this great ministry. But there are those watching tonight who are looking for the hope that is found in Christ through Teen Challenge. You may have a loved one or a friend or a family member who needs a program like Teen Challenge. And we have people right now standing by who are ready to take your call. Tonight I would like to pray for you. I'd like to pray for Teen Challenge, for the centers across the Northwest, Cal, and Nevada, all of their students and their staff and their directors. Would you please join me in a closing prayer to this wonderful evening? Father of redemption, restoration, and reconciliation, we are grateful to you for Teen Challenge. We are humbled by the stories that we have heard, knowing that each story is a product of your grace. We ask that you would guard and protect each story of Teen Challenge. Guide and protect for the ministry and the leadership of Teen Challenge, and compel all of us through compassion to support the efforts of Teen Challenge. We ask these things, Lord, for your glory, for your honor, for the furtherance of your kingdom. Amen. God bless you, and thank you again for taking time to be with us on this virtual gala for Teen Challenge. God bless you.
Woo! Our first virtual event is under our belt.
It is, and that was such a great presentation.
Great.
I'm telling you, nothing compares to hearing a Teen Challenge testimony. It is so amazing to hear of how God is changing lives in the ministry of Teen Challenge.
So did we get our theme across? Do you think people saw the inside story?
I'm hoping that you guys saw the inside story tonight because, you know, Teen Challenge has always been great at showing the before, what happens before a student comes to Teen Challenge, and we all love the after picture. But, you know, there's this big portion right in the middle where you actually see somebody working those steps of recovery and you begin seeing their life changed. And that's a long road for a lot of people.
And there's so many pieces to that inside story. You have other students that come alongside those people and walk through the program with them like a journey. You have family members, like we saw with Rebecca's testimony, who, you know, are in there supporting and just wanting to be a part of this change.
It is, and that's the exciting part, is even though you're on the other side of the screen tonight, you guys play such a vital role in the lives being changed here at Teen Challenge.
Because we literally could not do what we do without you.
So thank you. We appreciate it. And I know we have thanked our sponsors tonight over and over again, but
we can't thank them enough, really.
We can't, and we can't do what we do without you. So we really appreciate all of your support from those businesses, the churches, and all the individuals that have come alongside us to really make this night possible and the stories that you heard possible tonight.
Yeah, and although tonight was different, we hope that you really enjoyed your time together just in your own homes, with your family, with your friends. Ever since we started talking about watch parties, it just brought about a certain excitement. So we hope you guys had so much fun. Yeah, just together and just watching the inside story of Teen Challenge.
And even though the event's going to end here in just a few minutes with Carrie and I, you can get on that event page and you can continue to monitor the silent auction, see what you guys, I keep saying silent auction, but it's just an online auction. But you guys can continue to get on there, interact, continue to check out some of the different features on the event page. If you scroll down just a little bit, you'll actually see each one of our centers listed there, and you can click on them, learn more about where they're located, what type of services they're offering.
And Art Acquired does such an amazing job, and just, I'm sure you guys got to see the joy on people's faces, and I guarantee you these songs will be running through your head all week. So as those songs pop up, as you hear them on the radio, just say a little prayer for the Teen Challenge program and the students. And again, we just can't thank you enough for playing such a big part in the recovery.
Yeah. And as always, one of the most exciting parts about the Teen Challenge Choir for me is that these are our students. They're active students in our program who probably just a few months ago, to be honest with you,
never thought they
would be on stage. They never thought they would be a part of an event like this. But here they are. And you get to see them just bright and shining, sharing what God has done in their lives and in their heart. And so when I hear them sing, I'm telling you, it's different. It does something.
I'm a crier, so it brings tears. But I mean, we say so many times, some of the most talented people we know and love have come through the doors of Teen Challenge.
They have. So we're blessed to be a part of a ministry like this. And I know you feel the same way. So as God would put it on your heart to become one of those community partners for Teen Challenge, please reach out. Please log on to our website at teenchallenge.net, and you'll find a lot of ways that you can give. Of course, always your prayers are coveted. We consider ourselves to be a frontline ministry, and you know, anytime you start to do something good, there's always an attack. Something always happens, and so the prayers of our supporters are vital. And volunteerism. Right now, there's a lot of stipulations on who can get together and what can be done in a group, but I'm telling you, there are still so many opportunities for our community partners to get involved in Teen Challenge through volunteerism. Many things that can be done. So call that number that keeps flashing on your screen or scrolling at the bottom, and you'll be able to find out some ways that you can continue to get involved with Teen Challenge.
So once again, we just wanted to thank you so much for your support. Thank you for joining us tonight with the Inside Story.
Yep, thank you.